Hi, I'm Sam with Make. Does your makerspace suffer from a sink full of dirty dishes? Or do you yourself require some discipline keeping on top of your chores at home? To automate your home, office, or workshop, you'll need a system that can recognize motion or objects. A small computer capable of running OpenCV is just the tool you need. The Dirty Dish Detector combines a BeagleBone Black, a Logitech webcam, and plenty of open source software to keep track of dirty dishes that are left in the sink. We'll be using OpenCV, free computer vision software that can recognize shapes, faces, and much more. It's great for teaching computers to see what's going on around them. You can pick up all the parts needed for this project at your local Radio Shack. You'll also require the following tools. First, update the BeagleBone Black to the most recent version of Debian. This will ensure consistency with any software packages used in this project. Once the OS is updated, log in via serial over USB. Configuring Wi-Fi to automatically connect to your wireless network at boot up can be tricky. Thankfully, the whole process is thoroughly documented over at the project page. You'll need to initiate a few commands from your preferred SSH client, and the board will connect with your local area network. 3D print an enclosure for your BeagleBone Black. If you don't have your own 3D printer, contact your nearest makerspace for assistance. Some libraries also now provide access to 3D printers. The enclosure used here was designed by Logic Supply and comes in two sections, a bottom and a lid. Take the lid from the enclosure and drill a hole in it. Remove any plastic burrs from the hole. Snap the 4-port USB hub into the hole and secure the hub in place with a dollop of hot glue, ensuring the hub is flush with the edge of the lid. Put the BeagleBone Black inside the enclosure and close the lid. The webcam's articulating arm fits perfectly around the hub and enclosure body. Hold the webcam in place and secure it down with a long zip tie. Now to install the detector above the sink. You'll need to get creative here with the mechanism used to install the detector, depending on the layout of your kitchen and the space above your sink. Use the Velcro tie that comes attached to the webcam's cable to neatly tie up any loose wires. Since the BeagleBone now automatically connects to the Wi-Fi network at boot, power it up and access the board using Chrome or Safari. Access the Cloud9 IDE, an online platform for development that provides support for Python, the language of the files powering the Dirty Dish Detector. The next few steps will calibrate the detector using OpenCV. Build the project using each block of code to better understand how they'll all work together. Copy the code required to run a test of the webcam. Adjust the orientation of the webcam's lens if needed. Capture a clean image of your sink, which will calibrate OpenCV with the location and diameter of your sink's drain. We don't want to confuse dirty dishes with the sink's fixture. Now go dirty up some dishes and put them in your sink. The next block of code will compare the location of the drain against the location and shapes of any objects now placed in the sink. You will need to configure your preferred email client's SMTP settings. Gmail is a popular service, but any provider will work. Update the necessary lines in the next block of code, including your username and password where necessary. With your dirty dishes still in the sink, run the next block of code and you should receive a "Dishes are dirty" email from yourself. Lastly, update the code so it only sends notifications with any change in status about dishes in the sink. This way, the Dirty Dish Detector will only send emails when the sink goes from clean to dirty, or likewise when it goes from dirty to clean. How would you take this project further? How about automatically photographing the perpetrator, uploading their photo to social media for public shaming? We'd love to see where you take the Dirty Dish Detector. Share your mods on the project page.